back on B4U. It's been a while, it seems almost. This looks like my house now, man. This is like exactly where I'm always going to be. And it almost seems like, the peeps I'm chatting to today, we haven't met like for years and years. It's almost like the last time we met was the last time we met, and that was pre-COVID. It's a different world. Sahher, Barbara, and Sunny, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Jumped it across the both of you. Guys, how are you doing?
We are doing
All well.
absolutely fine. How are you?
Yeah, I don't like this, man. Although I like certain interactions I've started. I went to a theater yesterday. Well, at least for a private screening. I almost had tears in my eyes. When I was sitting over there, I had popcorn on one side and all. The feel of theaters and the sadness also of them not opening in Maharashtra. I've never seen people, get so sad. Like, yaar, pata hai, jab hum gaye the. They're talking like this now, man. Jab hum gaye the. How are you guys doing? But this it's not a lockdown or sorts anymore, but the reality of it is set in now. So Sahir, let's talk to you, man, because like it's been 3 years since we last met for Pal Pal.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And most of your time in that time has been sitting at home,
Sitting
unfortunately.
at home. Yes, yes. I remember the Empire I signed 5 months after Palpal's release, and we started shooting in Jaipur, and it was just 2 days that we shot, and the country went into lockdown. Then I went back
Mm.
home, and it's just it's been just lockdown after lockdown, and now I'm glad that I just had a release and things are sort of getting back to normal.
Anxiety will step in sometimes. It happens to, I know a lot of actors, thanks to the OTT platforms, have been very busy, but still there's a sense of anxiety as well, because you can sort of hide that anxiety by signing in more stuff, or you can sort of wait and see, when am I going to get back on the screen. Have you had anxious times, or you've been able to relax and sort of hone your skills?
I think a bit of both. There were days where you'd be like, okay, what if what's the future? Like till date, we don't know what's the future of theater. So there were days where anxiety would definitely kick in, but there were days which were like extremely productive, where I would just go and read the script several times and speak to my directors and kept myself busy. But I think as actors, we all have those anxious days where we just don't know, and there's a lot of uncertainty. So that's like sort of become a part and parcel of my life, especially.
You're a full filmy household, Sunny. How are you all discussing this? I mean, it happens when people are in different industries. At least you can talk about different things. Whenever
I
we meet our
know.
friends now. अच्छा तुम्हारा तो अच्छा sometimes people are zooming. Like I've got some banking friends. उनके तो non-stop bonuses आ रहे हैं. I'm going like, what is this rubbish?
Happening.
but but your household's a bit different, man. And it's solely this. So what's the feel at home also? Mentally also to prepare for an actor, because you're also waiting to explode. A lot of us want to explode, but this 2-3 years gap, sometimes you have to wait a little longer. How have you been handling it?
I think it was a little difficult when the first lockdown hit, because tabhi aisa tha ke okay, 2 months and things will be fine, 3 months things will be fine, 6 months, 7 months, and we were like, oh wait, what is happening?
Yeah.
So and then the theaters opened for a bit, but still we were completing our movies and we didn't know what was happening, and so I think early this year things kind of settled into me, and I kind of made peace with it, and and with myself. So whatever all the negative emotions and whatever I had to experience, the anxiety and everything that happened last lockdown. And this year, luckily, I was able to make peace with it and move forward from there and just wait if I had to. And especially,
Some zen ban gaye. Everyone's found their zen space.
yeah, but you know what? The thing that all three of us, Dad, me, Vicky, are from the same industry, helped a lot, because we could understand each other, where we are coming from and what is happening. So that really helped a lot. But my mom on the other hand, wo pareshan ho gayi thi, because we would only talk about films. We will only talk about what will open and when this. And my mom is like, बस करो यार, और भी बातें होती है लाइफ में करने के लिए. हमने कहा और नहीं है, हमारे लाइफ में और कोई बातें नहीं है करने के लिए. So but नहीं यार, luckily things are now looking good, so let's hope for the best.
Both of you all are very fit, yaar. Sahar, you were always fit. Sunny, you started to get a lot fitter, and इस वीडियो में यार पूरी जॉलाइन दिख रही है. एक तो perfectly सब लोग जो बियर्ड भी रखते हैं ना, perfectly manicured beards भी जबरदस्त जॉलाइन दिखाते हैं. But Lockdown में how's the workout sessions been यार तुम सबके लिए? Sahir, we start with you.
For me, luckily, I mean, I'm from the hills, so every day, Dad and I would just go out on a walk and just feed the stray dogs because I love animals. So that's something that we would do, and also my metabolism is touchwood very lucky. So I was at home and पहाड़ों में भूख भी ज़्यादा लगती है. So I was eating meetha, I was eating everything, but luckily I did not put on weight. So thank God for that.
हमारा
वाह
ऐसा कोई सीन नहीं है. सनी तुम्हारा भी ऐसा ही
नहीं
सीन है क्या?
नहीं हम लोग मैंने और विक्की ने तो घर पे जिम सेटअप कर लिया था. वी वेंट टू अ जैसे हम लोगों को पता चला कि नेक्स्ट दिन लॉकडाउन होने वाला है, वी कॉल्ड अप आवर स्पोर्ट्स शॉप जो पास में है, गाड़ी लेकर गए एंड वी लोडेड स्टफ लाइक बेंच एंड एवरीथिंग. घर पे हम लोगों ने जिम सेटअप कर लिया था. एंड सो दैट
पता है मैंने भी किया लेकिन अब सेकंड हैंड में कोई खरीदने को तैयार नहीं है. जब मैं बेचने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, nobody is ready to buy.
नहीं वो रख लो, पता नहीं कब काम आ जाए भैया.
Yeah, unfortunately, the time has been that, but I was just discussing with Sahir just before we started. This is beautiful. Even though we have not seen you in a film, say for a bit, but this is nothing short of a film, yeah. मतलब जिस तरह एक तो एडिटर को ढेर सारी तालियां, how to bring it all together, and I think people don't give enough credit to the editor and the AD that sits on it to piece it together. पिक्चर शूट करना तो एक अलग बात है, लेकिन शूट करोगे तो आपकी 3 घंटे की तो वीडियो बन चुकी होगी. सो just the idea of it, were you did you love the process of it coming together to make it look like a film also for you?
Yeah, you know what the thing is, I don't know, but yeah, I think T series does this really well for some reason. If you see the songs, it's always shot like a film and it has a proper story, a start and a middle and an end to it, right? So and since because I've done 2 more videos with them, I completely I'm kind of in sync with the thought process. So the directors that we had on this were Be Together Pros, and they're really good. They've done some really awesome Punjabi videos before, and they have a really sound sense of storytelling and how to concise it into these 4-5 minutes of a video. So I think वो concept level से ही ऐसा था, and I was really blown away by the concept and the way when they were narrating it to you and narrating it to me, and they were going that ऐसा ऐसा होगा पाजी, ऐसा ऐसा होगा, all Punjabi sitting there in the room, and so yeah, I was like ये सही है यार, ये film तो करनी चाहिए, इश्क में film.
But also you get a chance to go to the new Bandra and new Worli and new Lokhandwala of the world, which is Ladakh. सब लद्दाख ही तो जा रहे हैं.
मैं बता रहा हूँ, मैं लद्दाख जाके मैं ये दोनों वीडियो शूट करके आया हूँ. So I've shot दिल लौटा दो, which came before this a month ago, and this video we've shot back to back. We shot इश्क में पहले, I went to Ladakh, finished इश्क में, shot दिल लौटा दो, came back to Bombay.
But I spent a long time in Ladakh many years ago. One of the most it's unreal. ऐसा लगता है जैसे कि तुम moon, trailer, Mars, different parts of the world, and रात को stars और सितारे इतने पास लगते हैं. You feel like you can reach out, man.
Absolutely, that's
what your experience of Ladakh, man.
My experience, I am telling you, I kid you not. So I had a few days off in between, and मेरे पास यहाँ पर अभी bike नहीं है, but I love riding a bike. So I booked a bullet there, and for 2 days I was just riding, and it was like raining and it was wind blowing, but I just kept riding. I didn't know where I was going. Luckily, I had Google Maps. So मुझे बस ये था मैं वापस ठीक ठाक होटल पहुंच जाऊं शाम को. बाकी I was just riding, and that रात को तारे, it is, oh my god, I can't even explain the, मतलब मैं तो पागल हो गया. मैंने कहा ये कहाँ हूँ मैं. I was so overwhelmed by that view when I looked up, and the whole sky was like, actually वो होता है ना तारों की चादर. It actually looks like that, and it was so beautiful, man. Ladakh, I fell in love with Ladakh.
Yeah, see, I mean, it must be normal for Sahher because you live in the mountains. So you must be saying ये लड़के पागल हो रहे हैं लद्दाख के लिए. मेरे लिए तो रोज की बात है. But have you been to Ladakh, Sahher?
I've not been to Ladakh, but I've been to Kaza, Chandratal, and all these places. I've done that little bit of a belt when we were shooting for Pal Pal. And I have to say, no place in the world matches up to that. And it's just the vibrations over there, just being there is just something else. So I'm actually making another trip with my friends real soon.
And are you also a bike rider? It's a cliche, but those who live in the mountains always love the bikes, And so are you one of them who's also a bike rider? No.
No, I love cycling and all, but I don't have a bike to be riding a bike there.
Cycle's a bit
Close
safer.
enough.
Cycle's any day safer. You know, in the last 6 months to 7 months, I've also seen different kinds of the social media has become such an important tool these days. You can't meet at all anymore. You know, it's almost like uh, these beautiful pictures. Like when you go to a Ladakh or you'll go even to Russia, the two places where most people have gone. It's almost like the stress that each actor has faced these days to make sure that, you know, the pictures better come across, they better look very good. How have you all handled that, the social media world these days in the last 6 7 months? Because it is no longer something that is, you know, just something you like doing. It is something you have to do now. You know, you're giving a screen test now. I mean, I'm giving a screen test now because they saw me working out in the gym in my video and they said यही वेस्ट पहनना और ऐसे वर्कआउट करके जब बॉडी थोड़ा फूल जाएगा ना यही देना. I said ये सही है यार. Do you like it, the intrusion of privacy? But it's almost over privacy now. Sahar, with you we'll start.
So I mean, I'm still learning. I've been told that it's very important, and I'm also realizing how important it is now, especially after the pandemic. But inherently, I'm not that person. Inherently, where even before I became an actor, my Instagram was very private. I used to post like once in 2 months. I would never Instagram my food and all of those things, which I have to do now. So I'm getting used to it slowly, but that's inherently definitely not me.
And you?
इतना सही है ना, टीम आकर बोलती है बेटा खाने वाला डालना, खाने वाला ना बहुत ज्यादा चलता है. क्या खा रहे हो दिखाना. यार मेरा भी ऐसे ही. I am not actually you know, when Instagram came out, that time I used to love it a lot because, you know, it was something else. It was a community of sharing your eye and view and everything, and it changed into this global marketing platform, which it is. So yeah, on a work front, I do recognize that it's really important, but I think it depends on the individual as to how much do you want to show off yourself. You know, मैं कितना personal private life में दिखाऊं उस पे. So I'm a bit, I would say, calculative about that because I don't I don't put out everything and anything on it. Pandemic was a different time where we were putting it out also because I just felt like, you know, this is the only source of whether you're binge watching something or you're reading, or, you know, when if there are people scrolling through their feed, so only way you could in real time entertain people, so, you know, you would still put out.
Do you face the pressure of public love or uh, how should I say this, getting no likes or maybe not the kind that you should get? I've been told this so many times. Sir, you're sitting on 250,000. I said, यार बहुत ज़्यादा है. No, you don't exist if you're under a million. मैंने कहा अच्छा, you don't exist. This new benchmark, like cricket में 40 होता था average if you're a good batsman. If you don't have a million followers, you don't exist. And I'm going, really?
See, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to monetization, that makes a lot of sense. But when you really come down to reality, it doesn't. You know, because that's not real life. Everybody is putting up what they want to sell. Even if you show that this is your real life, and, you know, I'm in the mountains with my picture and everything, it's my best self that I'm showing. I'm not showing उसके बाद में जो मैं बाइक से गिरा हूँ. ठीक है, तो मतलब मैं वैसे बोल रहा हूँ कि it's all curated into selling something.
But I credit my squat and deadlift to your brother. So he was working out with Mustafa and he lifted up a really heavy weight, you know, and I love Mustafa. So I got really angry. I said, yaar, ye बैठ के उठा रहा है. I went to the gym. I loaded up the weight, almost broke my back, but I came up there. So that sense of competition is there. It works.
Oh, that's very good. Vicky has been going crazy in the gym, man. He's just lifting heavy stuff.
Yeah, it's always fun. वो जवानी का जोश आता है ना, and then you start lifting up. It works well.
Exactly.
Okay, we're coming back to songs. This is, you know, when you come into a world of a music video these days, years back, this was the calling card. You know, if you look beautiful, if you danced well, years back, this is the way it was. You know, and that was it. Sometimes you used to have ads. I remember Cadbury's ke ads hote the, Dairy Milk ad hote the. If they liked the girls in that was it. They were taken as heroines for other films as well. Do you think that has the same impact now for casting directors and, you know, people around when they see a beautiful music video and you're all looking perfect in it?
I'm not too sure actually. I don't. I feel like today in everybody's time They want to see whether what you can bring to the table as far as acting is concerned. So I feel like looking great and all of that is just one aspect. They really want to see what, if you can perform. But for me, I feel like music videos definitely give you a lot of visibility, and I definitely look forward to doing many more.
Does that work for you also? You've got a lot of performance in this, Sunny. You got like the classic drink in hand, the somber look. This is what every guy wants, and seeing the past tense and the forward tense happening. So this is like specific for your the kind of audition that you'd want to sort of have as an actor.
No, I did this after hearing the concept and hearing the song. I did this music video. मुझे मेरी वो खुजली मिटानी थी. वो वाला कि मतलब वो जो आशिक और वो पहाड़ों के बीच में कैमरा 360 घूम रहा और मैं लिप सिंक कर रहा हूँ और फिर मैं दारू पी के डांस कर रहा हूँ. And there's this cute moments in the past, but now he's sad. So all these melodramatic moments that you actually I wanted to experiment. I got to experiment in this video.
And I was really happy also. Whenever my friends, Meet brothers, are up to something, I never get to know what they're up to in the studios. If you go to the studios, they're almost like businessmen. This is also happening, that is also happening, this is also happening, that is also happening. So they'll call up and say, bro, ye to abhi nikla, ye 15 din baad niklega. Have you met up with them? Did you catch up to the sound session at all, or because of COVID, everything was remote?
No, nothing. Everything was remote. I just remember I went and met Bhushan sir at the office when I got the call for the music video and I heard the song. I haven't met Meet Brothers actually. I've met Sachet, but not Meet Brothers.
Wow, this is a different world, man. What's the biggest or the toughest thing, Sahher, these days for a performer, to sort of not just motivate yourself also, but in this current world? Because otherwise it looks like a lot of work is happening. I mean, you look at, if you meet Manoj Bajpayee or anyone, they don't even have time to have a chat on video call. That's how busy some people are. And a lot of others have also got super busy on YouTube with their singing and their performances. But what's it really like now, with your friend circle and, that from an inside perspective from an actor, what's the current world right now? Is it very easy or is it getting really tough?
I think a bit of both. I'd say easy because of OTT and because it's a great time because we don't know the future of theaters, but it's a great time for even aspiring actors to be a part of this industry because a lot of work is getting churned out. But having said that, I feel the market is still slightly slow in terms of casting calls or the number of projects that are being made, because I feel a lot of projects which were at this incomplete stage are now sort of they're finishing it off. So it's a bit of both. I feel it's a little dicey right now. I don't know, a lot of uncertainty, I'd say.
You're getting a direct feed now, Sunny. Do you think the next 3-4 months we should be sorted? Because a lot of people are now exiting. So like the other day I saw Imran sitting on a plane and going off. So I said, Arey wow, that means shooting has started in a proper way. So once they start taking I remember meeting Akshay sir a few months ago, and he said when I got on the plane I didn't know that there is a second wave, third wave, fourth wave. हम तो ready हो गए थे जाने के लिए. And until the plane took off, we did not actually think that we would end up shooting bell bottom. Let's put it that way.
Correct. Yeah.
How's the feel right now that you're probably getting news from everywhere? Do you think that the industry sort of factored it in?
Yeah, I think they have because, and also at the same time, because I think everybody is taking it one day at a time, man. Because we've realized since the past 2 years that there's only so much planning that you can do. So, you on shoot also, I'm shooting for a film right now. You shoot it in a controlled environment, only those many people that are required, no unnecessary hustle bustle. And you realize that, okay, it is possible to shoot a film with limited crew and, not unnecessary going around and chillana here and there, which was the norm, ke 300 log set.
Flavor और masala, यार masala ही तो हुआ है shooting का यार. It was never a 9 to 5 job. It's become like a job.
Yeah, I know, but see, you have to make the best of whatever you have, right? Till the time the actual best comes. So till the time that the things go back to normal, how we want them to and how things were, without mask shoot कर रहे हैं हम लोग. उस दिन तो मतलब लोग पागल हो जाएंगे जबरदस्ती. I think अपने रिश्तेदारों को भी बुला लेंगे, आ जाओ शूटिंग देखने, देख लो. तो तब तक, but I think people are factoring that this thing in, and I would say we're just getting much more educated about it as to how to go about it. But things are not slowing down. People are still by hook or by crook, they are going on floors and sets and finishing movies.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Let's hope that keeps happening. Sahher, your parents, are they waiting to see you back on the big screen? They see you in a big OTT show? Yeah.
They're very excited if they've seen the Empire, my entire
Yeah.
family, friends, relatives. So they're very happy because I remember I used to get a lot of questions, especially during the pandemic, what is happening? And I just wanted to tell people, like, just hold it. Like, it's not about what I'm supposed to be doing next. It's the country who's going, through something so serious. So let's just calm it.
Were you watching a lot of Game of Thrones also during the pandemic also to try and get everything perfect? Because I have to say, when you see the Empire, a lot of people are blown away by the scale. I think scale is very important these days in OTT. It goes. I've been meeting people and everyone just wants bigger, 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 and biggest. So were your parents also blown away by the scale?
I myself was blown away. I remember the first ever day on set. I was like, oh my God, when I saw the set, it looked like, I don't want to make any comparisons, but it looked massive. It looked like a huge project. And that was the time when the feeling of, okay, I'm a part of this actually sunk in.
Yeah. Now you got to make sure your managers do the right things and bump up the prices accordingly. This is the right time. But guys, it's been a real pleasure. This is always a stop and start arrangement. I'm hoping to see you guys in person whenever we can eventually. But yeah, for now, this will do. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank
you so
you.
much,
Thank you
Hari.
so
Same.
much.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. See you guys soon. Take care. And I'll catch you again soon as well as on B4U. This is Salil signing out of Star Stop. You keep it tuned and keep pressing that like and subscribe button.